Hey, y'all, and welcome. Today's message, I hope, encourages you because it's something that I believe many people in general, whether you're an entrepreneur or not, but I know I'm speaking to my visionary entrepreneurs, can get stuck on this. And that is the need to be perfect, feeling like we have to have everything together in order for us to step out. Now, if you don't know me, I'm Erica Latrice, and my passion, my purpose is helping you to live yours. And I do this through trainings like the one you're watching. I help powerhouse women turn their message into a movement, and that's in my organization, Amplify Her. Resources that I'll be sharing with you in just a moment. But before that, I want to go ahead and get into the message today, which is perfection uploading. If you've ever felt like you need to have all the answers, everything in place, you have to be perfect in order for you to really make an impact, then this message is for you, boo. This message is for you. So let's jump into it. And there are signs as well. I didn't list any of the signs, but just to give you kind of a heads up, if you find yourself always looking for that next thing before you're going to launch, if I just take one more course, or if I read one more book, or if I just get one more thing done, that's when I'm going to launch. Or you may have so many things accumulated. You have a book that's never been published, but you wrote the whole thing. You have the active because it took so long because you were just waiting for perfection to start. That's who I'm speaking to. So there are many underlying reasons for that, but we only have a few minutes. So I'm just going to get into three things to think about. So do you believe that you have to be perfect before you begin? And y'all talk to me in the comments if you're catching this live. Do you believe that? If you do, there are three things that I want you to consider today. Number one, we're going to talk about what true mastery looks like. We're also going to define perfection, and then we're going to take a step by step. So let's get into this. And we're going to go ahead and start with true mastery. It's so important that you understand this because then you can free yourself from this need to be perfect. Now, mastery has been defined in many ways. And if you're familiar with the 10,000 hour idea that it takes 10,000 hours of consistent work to become a master in any area, which I can kind of agree with that. Over time, when you think about the greats in any area, whether it's athleticism, academia, like any area, most people have spent years of their life learning things. But mastery also comes with execution. And this need to be perfect will stop you from actually taking those steps and executing and launching so that you can get to that point of mastery. So if you're not willing to start, you can't build the momentum, you can't build the strength, you can't build the expertise. And perfectionism will have you stuck. It will have you thinking that you just got to figure out one more thing before you can actually start. And the more that you delay the start, the more that you're delaying your ability to truly master that area that you're looking to see growth. The other thing that I want you to think about is, how do you define perfect? You can't let anyone else define success, perfection, or anything for you. But how do you define it? Because I believe that consistency is far more valuable than perfection. And the reason why I say define it is because truly perfectionism, being perfect, is an ever moving target that we can't hit. And I can't remember who said that quote. It is not mine, but I always think about that because when you're trying to be perfect, as soon as you think you're close, you're always going to think of something else that has to get done. Oh, wait, I'll launch it once I just do one more thing, or I move one more comma, add one more exclamation mark, or whatever it may be. And I want you to think about that because as you're defining perfect, it is important to understand that launching and being consistent will bear so much more fruit down the line. And mind you, I'm not saying be trash at something or halfway do it, but I am saying you have to get it done. And finally, step by step. Sometimes our need to be perfect can come from feeling like, in order for us to help other people, or that if our products or services can really benefit them, that we have to be absolutely perfect. When the truth is, there's someone that's only a few steps behind your idea. They're only a few steps behind what you're teaching or the problem that you're solving. So, because of that, what you may think is not a big deal, the breakthrough idea that you've come up with, the business idea, what you're teaching, the product that you've created, you may not think it's a big deal, that it has to be so much more better and you need more bells and more whistles. When the truth is, you're going to help so many people who are only a few steps behind you by letting go of this need for being perfect and just understanding that you can be purposeful. And when you're purposeful, that far outweighs so much. Like, think about the last person that you were inspired by or encouraged by, and how perfect were they? Most people, they unless they were Jesus, they're not perfect. So none of us can be perfect, but it's definitely great to be purposeful. So if this was encouraging, if this helped you, I want you to join me. I invite you to join me in my Amplify Her Lounge. This is where you can get more tools, more support. And it's at amplifyherlounge.com. And if you are just looking for more support in the area of true mastery, how can you spend your day? How can you go throughout each day to be effective and learn more? Then I have a tool for you. It's called the Focus Fast, and you can go to thefocusfast.com to get that. Or you can check out the first 3 days of the Focus Fast for free in the Amplify Her Lounge. So go grab that, and you can stay connected with me across social media at Erica Empowers. If this encouraged you, if this inspired you, tell someone, tag someone, and I